What up, what up, what up, what up? What's going on, man? It's Kev Mac back with another Kev Mac video live stream. I want to see some of the feedback, man. I want to hear the feedback from y'all about yesterday, man. Germany in the house. What up, Germany? We worldwide with it. Germany, Australia. Where the fuck everybody at, though? Ron Robinson, what up, man? Charleston checking in. That's what's up. Man, it's hot out here in Texas today, man. Shit. Kevin Riley, what up? Jason Williams, tapping in real quick. That interview was fire. Good looking out. Appreciate it. St. Louis in the house. All right, all right, all right. We nationwide, worldwide with it today. Yeah, man. You ain't heard nothing yet, though, dog. Mo Black. You ain't heard shit yet. Top of the morning, Victor Johnson. Las Vegas. Sin City. What's up, man? Babyface Lokester, what up, homie? Good looking out, man. Appreciate that. Andre Williams, good looking out. I think the second part is probably a little better. But like I said, I like Big Cat's interview. So if you like this one or don't like it, either way, I think Big Cat's interview will be more well perceived. It's more of a history lesson of the 60s and definitely breaks down the overhills. I think Big Cat's interview is going to be probably better than this one. Maybe not as historic, but I think it's a better interview personally. That's just my opinion. Of course, you always got to let the crowd decide that. Jason Williams, good looking out, bro. Yeah, I felt like I was watching a movie too, man. So now I got to rethink. I almost don't want to let Cat's video fly. I want to delete it and make it longer, dog. Because you're right. I felt like I was watching a movie. The first time I watch it is with y'all. Because when you edit it, you don't really watch it. And that's why it be mistakes in my shit. Because you seeing the same shit over and over, you don't really catch it. But when you're able to sit down and kick back and watch it, you see it differently. Are there more parts to Hiram Clark family? Yeah. But these interviews were scheduled already. So I just got Hiram Clark in there to get the channels back popping and try to lure people back in. But yeah, there's some more Hiram Clark for sure. At least I would say 2 more parts to Hiram Clark. Shout out to Keystone. He said he lived on Normandy at one time. A lot of those dudes did during the hustling era in LA. So yeah, you had to branch out. If you was gonna get some money, there was a lot of competition in the hood, so you kind of wanted to branch out to get that money. Hey Kev, thanks for the shout out for my C-Day, no problem. And the start of history of the war. Yeah, no problem, dog. Lyle Gibbs, welcome to Alive. It was cinematic. All right, Kevin Riley, I appreciate that, dog. I appreciate it. The likes versus dislikes is huge, dog. 1,100 likes to 8 dislikes. That's pretty good. And 3 of those dislikes was before the video even aired. So it's really like 5 dislikes. But, I'm glad everybody liked it. I figured it would be at like 10,000 views, but it's only at 7. I'm thinking Cat's interview might get more views than this interview. Because Cat's interview is pretty good to me. And he give it up to Inglewood families as well. Yeah, but personally, and this is just me, Andre, I get tired of the song. Personally, my name is written on the lives, it's written on the channel, it's in the song. So I just get tired of it personally, dog. And then letting it play out all the way through, I don't know, man. I get tired of it personally, but I guess either way, dog. I could do with or without it, but As long as I get that Mac video part in, I'm satisfied, dog. Or the Damos and Lokes part, or give your history. Shit, that's good enough for me, dog. Yeah, definitely put names with faces. I don't think people really realize who Mumpy is. Mumpy's mentioned in Monster's book, dog. The first casualty on their side. He's mentioned as a known gunner, walking around with the black hoodie and all that. So yeah, it just don't seem like Mump's name resonate with the audience. I think y'all need to go read Monster's book again, dog. I always read the remarks, but yeah, you did that. Was well put together. Good looking out. Yeah, Monster, Cody, and Tyrone are about the same age. I believe they was both born in 1964. Well, you gotta realize, Victor, these dudes just did 30-something years in prison, dog. Bad News did like 40 or 42. Mump did somewhere around like 36. Doe Eyes somewhere around 35. Those dudes just did 30-something years in prison, dog. So, yeah, they gonna still be around. They was in prison more than half their life. 1963. Monsters 1963. I think Monster's 64, dog. I could be wrong, but I think he's 64. Okay. Well, I'm wrong on Monster. Okay, 63. So he was a year older than Tyrone, so that makes him like 2 years under Mumpy now. 2 to 3 years under Mumpy now. Marked out, good looking out. Tell Mumpy take that Bluetooth out his ear. I didn't even know this Mump had a Bluetooth. I know Big Rick wore a Bluetooth. I didn't know this Mump's Bluetooth. I'll be sure to tell him though. South side of Hiram Clark, that's what's up. Yeah, Doe Eyes did about 35. He went in 1981. You'll see that on part 2. In part 2, we talk about Doe Eyes, departure from the hood, and how much time he did. Yes, sir. I don't want to ruin it for you. It's in part 2, dog. Well, not really, but sorta. Yeah, Doe Eyes is because of the war. Mumpy got shot up in that war. But that's not what his case was about. And yeah. And no, and Bad News wasn't, no. Bad News went before the war. That's my point, Antonio Smith. These dudes did more time than some people's age, bro. So, yeah, I mean, people may not really understand. I mean, the Maniacs realized it was historic, but I don't think people outside of the regular subscribers realize how historic that interview was. And so I appreciate the people that recognize that. Good looking out. How you say that? Samson? I don't know how to pronounce that. Much love, KMV. Right. Reciprocated all the time. Most of them names talk about minus Boxer and Spooky. Bad News, other 60 on here he mentions. I don't understand why Tyrone was shot if it was to be a head-up squabble. That's what happens, and that's good looking out, Joe Mosley. And that's the president is set, dog. People wasn't receptive to losing fights no more, dog. And so it escalated. But from my understanding, and I wasn't there and I didn't talk to dude, so don't get it misconstrued. But from my understanding, by dude just joining A-Tray Gangster, he didn't know everybody. He didn't understand the closeness, the friendship, and the repercussions. So he went head in trying to prove himself to the gangsters, but didn't realize these is our buddies, these is our allies, these is guys that grew up together, run together. And so whatever happened, happened. I seen in the comments where somebody said Tyrone was not, Darrell Oaks was not responsible for that incident. However, when you see part two, somebody tells you that the dude took responsibility for it. So I don't know what these dudes be saying in the comments. Maybe they right, maybe they hating, or maybe they just wrong. But it'll be discussed in part two. It'll get touched on in part two. So part two will be dropping on Sunday. I'll probably be with the Hiram Clark family on Sunday. So I don't know if I'll get to see it with you guys, or maybe I'll set it early so I could watch it with you guys. Good looking out, Looney Tunes. Actually, you know what's crazy? I think I got better during this video. I think I got better with the editing. But I think after I finished is actually when I felt better. So that's probably another reason why I like Big Cat's interview so much, other than him lacing you with the history of the 60s. I mean, I could be biased, but I don't think so. I think it's just a good interview. I watched it 5 times last night. All right, good looking. Okay. I haven't even went back and watched it again. I read a couple of comments. I haven't even been able to sit down and read the comments. I've been busy all morning. So I'll check it out when I get off this live. Kev, you ain't monetized anymore? I should be. I don't know why I'm not. Yeah, I am. You know, the only thing that kills monetization is when you use somebody else's material. If you use somebody else's music, automatically no monetization. If you use somebody else's video, may or may not get flagged. But music, you definitely getting flagged. Somebody else's words from an interview, you may get flagged or you may not get flagged. Good looking out, Victor Johnson. What happened to Daryl? Daryl went to YTS and got out. Shit, he went to YTS for murder. If you guys read the newspaper article, it doesn't say a name, but it mentions a 15-year-old was arrested for the murder. So, by my account, and yours after you see part 2, that would be Darrell Oaks. KG Loco, good looking out, bro. I seen where somebody said we need to cut that N-word out. Man, Mump is a dude like me to where that N-word is just engraved in us, dog. And at this age and this point, I don't see how stop saying it's gonna help anybody, but I guess I would agree to use it less, more or less. But it's a word we use, man. It's like an adjective. It's not necessarily a noun. It's an adjective using to describe how you feel about a person. You know what I mean? Whether it's good or bad. Whether it's a term of endearment or a fuck you song. I heard Oaks movie to IE. You heard Oaks move to the Inland Empire? That's probably so. You think 40s and 60s will ever click back up, or would it always be beef? I don't know, dog. That's a younger generation that's pushing the movements. I don't know, dog. I'm not in the street. I'm not on the front line, so I can't really speak on that. I don't know the mindset of either side, to be honest with you. But there's always peace and war and peace. I mean, that's just some normal shit. 40s and 60s will get back together. Shit, 30s and 40s got back together. Shit, A-Tray and Inglewood got together. Fruittown and Santana Block. Pueblos and Broadways. I mean, shit, why not? I used to see Carmack roller skating down Avisa. That's what you never seen. Is the live over? Is what live over? Kev, let me see. Raymond Brown, good looking out. Good looking out, bro. Let me see. Kev is quietly getting the elite 60s from the war years. Just read Monster's book. Yeah, that's what I was saying. Some people probably should go back and read Monster's book before they see part 2. Just a refresher course so you can understand it a little better. Cat was a real piece of work when he was 60s trustee in 4800. Oh, shit. Cuz is a real deal Crip, machine in motion, can't stop, won't stop, don't panic. Oh, shit. It was on up in that module in 86, right? 40s and 60s still run together. It's more of a dark side versus 60s at this point. 63rd in the hearse for life. Anthony Curtis, good looking out, bro. Appreciate it. How much that mic cost, Kev? I don't know, but Amazon was offering like a 5-time payment. They broke it up in like 5 payments, so I had to jump on that. I don't remember the cost though. I guess I could figure it out because they charging me, I think they charging me $21 a month, so probably about $105 or some shit. I don't remember if I had to put a down payment down or not. I don't think I did. Did you see that podcast with those Mexicans calling out Black Sereno saying he lying? I did see that. Actually, I did see that. I seen that and I seen the response as well. Joe Mosley wants to know if Jerry Allen was in the module, Jerry Allen Jr., when Big Cat had to fight with the Samoan from Compton. Cat had a blue Monte Carlo with a Papa Smurf on it. Lyle Gibbs, good looking out. Well, I promised y'all March would be full of 60 shit. So March is here. And y'all got your first look. So shit, anything after this, you know, I kept my word. So I can't promise you much else. But, you know, dudes is dying on me. Grover, rest in peace. Moncrief, rest in peace. Philip McCain, rest in peace. Monkey Man, rest in peace. Alvin Transvant, rest in peace. Black Dog from 111, rest in peace. That's 6 right there. 6 off the top of my head. So, man, we'll see what happens. We'll see what happens after this, man. But this 60, especially Big Mump, this was a long time coming. So this was pretty good. The next step is getting a whole history of the Rolling 60s. The whole, every part of the hood come together in one room and give the complete history. And hopefully it'll be ready for the big screen. There's a lot more originals, Kev. They're not the only ones. Duh. But they the only ones. They the only ones that was bona fide. Like, you really couldn't argue against who they was. You feel me? A lot of these other dudes say they started this, that, and the other, and the leader of this, that, and the other, and you see what type of backlash they get. Yeah, Black Dog was the homie. Black Dog, last 2 times I seen Black Dog, he said he would do an interview. but we never set no date or no time because we was in passing. Actually, we was in passing once. The other time we went to his house in the 111s, and we was in the middle of the street and talked about it. But I never locked him down like, okay, we're gonna do it this day or that day, or get your pictures together. It never went that far, but yeah, I had his word for sure. But I knew Black Dog for years. Was in county jail with Black Dog a couple times. Add a little brief memorial at the end of videos for Harmon Mom crew. Yeah, that would be cool. But I think it would be better if we get some guys at the funeral or the repast and put that in as part of the memorial. These dudes are, I mean, these videos, the part two and Cat part one and two are already up. I'm not going to put all them hours into taking it down and putting it back up. Those are done deal. But most definitely, if we get some footage, get some dudes that are mentioning, it's worth it. No, I didn't see Victor Johnson. I'm curious to know about the overheels. Okay, well, you'll see about it real soon. Starting Wednesday, I guess. So, yeah. How you get Mump? Thought he was sketchy on interviews. Now, Mump wasn't never sketchy on interviews. Mump just delayed the inevitable, man. Mump's a homie, though. He said he was doing it for me because I was the homie. So I got to give him and Doe Eyes a special shout out, dog. Doe Eye and Mump told me they was doing this for me. So special shout out to those two, man. That was big. I appreciate that. And you know, I feel like that with everybody. Like on Instagram, I said all the homies in the industry, exclude myself, they should all be working together. Even like if we got some other Crip comrades or we know some Bloods, Pyro, Brim, whatever, Hoover, if you up in the industry, I feel like they all should work together. They would be more powerful together than separate. Being solo doesn't exert any powerfulness to me. It shows no unity and no power. That's my estimation. So when Mump and Doe Eye told me that, man, I'm like, damn, I wish all the homies felt like that. Or at least homies that's cool with homies. If they all felt like that, we could all do bigger things at an older age. Shit we should have did 20 years ago are possible now if everybody changed their attitudes. Wasn't Mump there when you confirmed the agent fight? Yeah, Mump was in the pen with me. I met Mump and Big Rick at the same time. And yeah, they both was in Tehachapi when that fight happened, yeah. Good looking out, Hutch. I mean, I tried. That's why I tell people, y'all don't realize the work that I put in. Now, I'm going to be honest. I could put more work in than what I'm doing. But I'm at a point where my eyes get to burning and hurting and I get headaches. I'm not forcing no work. I'm going to relax. I'm going to get some sleep, drink some cold water, cold soda, and I'm going to watch CNN or I'm going to watch Crime Files, HLN. I'm going to watch some shit like that to relax my mind, dog. I'm not trying to burn my eyes up and be blind in 10 years, dog. And I ain't trying to have no headaches. So I can work harder, but for real, is it a spider? Damn, fucking mosquito in my face. So yeah, I do work hard. I put a lot of work into this shit, and a lot of it's just about learning and experience. You know they say experience is the best teacher. Kev, how is it meeting legendary homies in the pen? I can't think of too many legendary homies I met. You know, I didn't really do that long. It felt like I did long, but I didn't do long. But it was good to meet. No, I ain't gonna say it was good to meet Mump and Rick. It was good to get to know Mump and Rick. I'll say that much. And then I met Tookie's Crimey in there. He's so-so, you know. He's sometimey, you know. But you gotta expect that out of some dudes from the other side. But and then dude that started the Baby Lokes, I was in there with him. I didn't really know that he had that much power at the time. Baby Crazo, what's up, man? Where you been? Missing in action. Kill that bug before you get bit and sick. For real, but fuck it. Shit. You know that old saying, ain't gonna kill nothing, ain't gonna let nothing die. Shit, let that motherfucker live, man. That motherfucker came back. Huh? I'm gonna have to kill that motherfucker now. I'm gonna have to kill him with this San Diego book. He got away. Shout out to Curtis Howard too, man. I never did finish the whole book, but it was a pretty good book. Some of the stuff I read was pretty good, but I never did finish the whole book. Curtis Howard's Cellmate and Sellouts. That was pretty good. I like the way he spelled sellouts. Kev got bad eyes and a bad back. Damn, you getting old. No, for real. You might be joking. You might be kidding. You didn't mean no disrespect. But you absolutely correct. You won't get no arguments out of me. I just tripped off this, like I mentioned to Joe Mosley yesterday in a text message. I don't even know if he got it, but you see Paul Manafort, 69 years old, fresh as a motherfucker, hair always whipped, skin glowing. Paul Manafort, straight gangster, Italian mafia looking dude. He go to jail for 9 months. Now that motherfucker look like an old, broke down, homeless motherfucker. In 9 months, he pulled the Suge Knight. He come out with the cane and a wheelchair. But 9 months, man, he ain't shaved, not recently. Hair looking fucked up. His hair ain't black and shiny no more. Hair all gray and shot out. He look fucked up, dog. That's probably why the judge went soft on him. Tell Baby Crazy I'm at Helen Keller playing tennis. Kev, I have to watch 10 screens at work. I know how you feel, for real. But even just staring at your phone, dog. You stare at your motherfucking cell phone at 3, 4 in the morning. You wake up in the morning and the first thing you do before you go piss, you grab your cell phone. You have your eyes burning like a motherfucker. Fucking cornea gonna fall out, man. Have cataracts and shit. Damn, broken down homeless. He, ha, ha, ha. But for real though, you see how he look, dog. He look fucked up. Of course it's game. Of course it's game, but it ain't all game though, dog. Cause at 69 years old, sleeping on a metal cot or a spring cot, depending which one he's sleeping on, nigga, you will have some hip problems, my nigga. If you not fat, nigga, your bones gonna be all on that metal, nigga. That shit, 9 months will fuck you up at 69 years old. Of course they great actors, but shit, I learned the Crips and Bloods are great actors, homie. I mean, anybody put in a situation that they know they don't belong in or hope to present a look that they don't belong in that situation is gonna act, dog. Is Big Bob from Harlem still living? Yeah, as far as I know, he's still living. Yeah, he was still living a couple months ago. I don't drink like that, bro. I don't drink. Like I told y'all yesterday, I had me a fucking soda for the premiere and ended up drinking water. No, I don't drink like that, dog. I ain't no alcoholic, homie. Check text messages. Shit, I ain't got no text messages. My phone is off. So if you ain't working off an iPhone, I'm not gonna get your text. Stop, dog. The Greens was official. Overhills had that chip on their shoulder. All these political dudes. Is Bob... Motherfucker, you. Well, his ass is dead now. He played a little too much. Kev, point blank, your videos have went to another level. Good looking out. I thought they were on another level all along. Seeing how, and I'm not saying no great thing or no good thing. I'm just saying the fact that me and my partner be presenting newspaper articles, death certificates, and showing a little bit of some of the areas on maps and the history of that area. I never seen nobody else do it like that. Maybe you have, but I haven't. I don't know nobody else doing maps and newspaper articles to either confirm or not confirm some of these stories, dog. And even to correct the dates. If somebody say 74, we'll look at the newspaper article and see if the newspaper article say 73 or 75. Oh yeah, that definitely was white privilege. I can't argue against that. That definitely was white privilege. Because from my understanding now, I never been to the feds, but from my understanding, the feds have guidelines. And his guidelines should have been up in that 14 to 20 year range. And this judge gave him less than the guidelines. So that shit may be changed, but of course Trump probably gonna get him out anyway. All right, Crazo, take it easy, man. Be safe. Hope you pick some winners. Oh yeah, and obituaries. Good looking out, DJ. We provide some obituaries. And then I don't ever give up everything. You know, I hold back a lot. Joe Mosley will tell you, I hold back a lot. I don't put all the pictures. I don't put all the obituaries, all the newspaper articles. I just kind of give a rough idea of the story and how well our research is. In case we get a bigger platform, in case somebody has a big project for us, you know. But yeah, so that's that much. Flint, Michigan, what up? Substantially less than the guidelines, 16 years less. No, I think 20 was the max though, wasn't it? Or was it 20 to 24? Good looking out, Sid. Oh yeah. Good looking out, Lyle. Wait to see the flick of Oaks put face with the name. Wait to see the flick. You couldn't wait to see it, or you did you see it? Ask Baby Mac to ask Nipsey to reach you 20,000 to get your shit all the way up, then reach him 25,000 back when you bubble. That's Lil Mac though. Baby Mac is probably still in Pelican Bay. Yeah, Daryl Oaks' picture was in the video. You know, when y'all went crazy, like what the fuck just happened and what's wrong with my screen, all that shit, 19 to 25. Yeah, that's what I thought. So he didn't give him 20 years less. He gave him like, because 25 would be the max. Oh, well, I mean, if you comparing it to the max, then yeah, 20 years. But first time offender, you don't usually get the max. But because he had like 8 felonies, he should have got more than the minimum, that's for sure. But nevertheless, we already know about white privilege. That ain't nothing new. It's in the second one, dog. It's in the 30-minute one at the end. He got on the 83 jersey when we talk about Daryl Oates. His picture shows up. It says his name. It has him with the big 83. And dude mentions that he knows him. Yeah, Fatty might be a good interview at this point, but I don't know Fatty. I don't know nothing about him, so I don't know if he would do KMV. I don't know if any A-Tray gangsters would do KMV based on Melvin Farmer got the A-Tray sold up, basically. So it'll be like they jumping ship if they come to KMV, dog. So I don't know how that works. You know, it's a lot of politics behind the scene. And if it's not no politics behind the scene, then it's a in my mind, it is. Kev, did you grow up with any of the Bear Claws? I didn't grow up with none of them, but yeah, I knew them. I knew them later on. Yeah, I knew them. Bear Claw, big, yeah, I know Big, Little, Baby. I don't know anybody after Baby. Who started the Baby Lopes? Because I know you got some shit in the cut. Baby Lopes out of Watts? I asked that question on Tiana's interview. And he said you could say that. That would be Big Pup. Big Puppet. I agree, Aubrey. It's a lot of dudes that'll go to other platforms and skip over KMV, but like they say, like some of them say, KMV ain't big enough. And then, like others say, I'm from that other side, or I'm new to the game, or I'm a copycat. So it's them type of things outside of the politics that's keeping people away from K-Mac videos. But eventually, I think every real dude from that era getting up in age, or even the dudes from the war years now, from 78, 79, 80, 81, are starting to see which platform is best suited for them. In my mind, I think they should be at K-Mac videos. And it's not because of me, it's because of the historic content and just that I'm for the culture. That's been proven already. Me and my homie come from the All Hood magazine, straight out the hood on the block. So we have a high regard for the hood and the culture, period, dog. We lived and we love it. So we gonna come in an unbiased point of view and try to give a balanced opinion and a balanced story from all sides. And if you say something you don't like, let me know. We cut it out. You know what I mean? If you got something you want to say, we cut it in. Or whatever, you know what I mean? This ain't nothing personal, dog. It's nothing personal about your hood or your personality or what you did in the past or your reputation. None of that shit. But if you're reputable, you're a founder, you're a leader back in the day, or an important part to this history, shit, I welcome you, dog. If you one of those that can show your lineage to California, to LA, or you know what I mean? You welcome, dog. Baby Gangster need a real sit down, I agree. Baby Gangster won't even like a post on Instagram, so I don't know if Baby Gangster would do a one-on-one. But yeah, he will, because Baby Gangster is supposed to do the lowrider thing. So if his lowrider's finished, I'm sure Baby Gangster's on board for that one-on-one. But we'll see. Like I said, we'll see what happens this summer, dog. Right now, let's just concentrate on these videos we got going now, and then we'll see where they lead to. Because I'm sure Jerry Allen Jr., good looking out, I'm sure after some people see this video, if they like it the way you guys like it, they going to want to get on the platform. So whatever side they from, Inglewood family, A-Tray Gangster, maybe the Fire Tray, Avalons, they'll step up. You know what I mean? I'm just reading some of the comments, that's all. Kev, how did it feel being from the most notorious Crip gang in Los Angeles back in our era, 80s and 90s? All I could say is the destruction was fun. The clan-like activities we participated in was something we looked forward to and embraced and really thought it was cool. And I'll leave it at that. Kev, you know any homies murdered by LAPD or county sheriff? Kudu comes to mind. Kudu, maybe around 1990 or something like that. One of the Keith Rats, not too long ago. So those two come to mind. Little Caesar already spoken on IFG and 60s the most though. Yeah, but there's still, Little Caesar's not the lone founder or the only original still around from Inglewood though. You know, everybody, you can partake in the same history, but you have different views and different run-ins and different recollections. So it's always good to get more than just one person when possible. Sinbad was all right. I mean, his interview was all right. What about Mailman? Good looking out, Hutch. Are the Watergates coming? Watergates probably will come back. They invited me to come to their hood day, but I wasn't in town. So yeah, I think the Watergates will come back around. Mad Rock he's a good nigga. He's with it. You know what I mean? We hung out together. You know what I mean? And he sent me pictures and shit. So yeah, I think we'll get Watergate eventually. Yeah, Jan Brewer's out. He been out less than a year. I guess about less than a year. I think it was more than 2 years ago, but yeah, it was recently. Kevin, you said the Crips started in Oakland. How did it go down? Kevin, you said the Crips started in Oakland. I don't know about no Crips in Oakland. I know we used to get into it with guys from Oakland, but I don't know about no Crips being in Oakland. I never heard that before. I just know we used to get into it with Oakland cats back in the late 80s. 86, 87, 88, and maybe 89 was like that last year. What's one of the hardest hood names you heard? For some reason, I used to just like the term Baby Crip Crazy. I always thought Baby Crip Crazy was like one of the names that really, really sounded cool. Kev, you need to interview the comedian 60s in your hood. That's not going to happen. You talking about Blubber Lopes. I'm not interviewing Blubber Lopes. I uploaded videos of Blubber Lopes, and Blubber Lopes got at me and told me to get rid of them. And so anybody that can't appreciate my time doing all this shit, why waste my time to go down the same road again? And then, you know, he told me he had a promising career, you know. He had a promising career and he didn't want that out there. So let him dwell in comedy, dog, or hopefully he'll get a documentary or something, dog. But I don't want to waste my time with nobody, like I said, with the devil's children. You know what I mean? I don't want to waste my time and then not be able to upload the video and keep it up. That's part of my library. That's part of what's going to make Kelmac videos, you feel me? Yep, Lex, good looking out, bro. What up, Mel Manning? Bubba Loke's brother is one of the founders, though. Bubba Loke's brother. That's why I mentioned a documentary or whatever, because he comes from royalty. He's part of one of the main families in the '60s. You got to go back to let's go back to when we started this live. When I mentioned Doe-Eye and Mumpy. Remember what I said about Mumpy and Doe-Eye? Everybody's not going to feel that same way. That just ain't going to happen. So that's why I say shout out to those dudes for saying they was doing this for me and coming through for me. I appreciate it. Hopefully in the long run it benefits them. Hopefully we can grease their pockets and get their name up there. I'm sure after all that time in prison, them dudes would love to retire in a nice house, nice car, and lay up with a broad. You feel me? So hopefully, you know, they get their time. Yeah, I think if you have second thoughts about doing an interview, go with your mind and don't do the interview. You know, and I've always felt the same way about cameras. Like when you look when you look at hood pictures, and even with some of my square partners, they will be taking pictures, and I get behind the camera. I get out the picture. You know, like especially back in the day, if I was with a couple of legends, I would completely get out of the picture, not get in the picture. And so, to me, if me and my homies taking a picture and you want to get in the picture, don't be telling me you don't want that picture on Facebook, or you don't know what I'm going to do with that picture, or don't send your picture to the pen. Stay from in front of the camera. They all seem like, yeah, Mumpy's well loved. As far as I know, he's loved. Shit, I got love for Mumpy. Nah, I ain't heard from Stutterbox. None of the Stutterboxes. I don't know if Mumpy or Doe-Eye would write a book, but they could probably be encouraged to write a book. Doe-Eye should have nothing really to hide, considering his shit is all documented. You know, he got court records and newspaper articles and news TV. Doe-Eyes could probably put together a better documentary and a better book than a lot of dudes are willing to even think about. Back in the day, dudes ain't like no pictures. Today, these youngsters are photogenic. It ain't just the youngsters though, and it ain't even just my age. All the older dudes, you see a lot of older dudes, Baba Louie's age, all the way down to shit nowadays. You see motherfucker 10 and 11 years old posting pictures and shit. So I think it's the era, not the age. Times have changed and people have changed, dog. But why are people so paranoid about it? Come on, man, that's common sense. You may have participated in a murder or attempted murder that was never solved. You feel me? You may have done damage to some motherfucking family that's still alive and see your face and know you still alive and look to see where you at. You know what I'm saying? Or maybe they still committing crime. Maybe they selling drugs. Maybe they just raped somebody. Dog, it's a million reasons why a person wouldn't want to get in front of the camera. So I ain't mad at nobody that don't want to get in front of the camera. But if you one of them that's clean and you got history, I don't see what it is to be ashamed of. You lived it. That's your life. I don't know nothing about getting to it with SOS. I'm not the one to ask about that. I know SOS was dissing on some YouTube videos, but I've never had no run-ins with SOS personally. Ain't Hey, drop 16. I'ma just leave it at that. You know, we can't convince people to get in front of the camera, dog. It's a million reasons why a person wouldn't want to get in front of the camera. But I'm like this. If you already known and you already did your time, I don't really see the problem with it. To me, it's like rehab. It's like it's your turn to give back and let other people know not to follow in your footsteps, or let people know how you change your life. To me, give your testimony. If you out of harm's way, just give your testimony, dog. Share your history. You feel me? Or Michael DeRose set a standard at KM Videos. Michael DeRose said, "Don't put another brother down. Don't try to shit on somebody else's information and history. Just fill in the holes. If you can correct something, come and correct that. If you can change a date or a name or a place or a time, come do that. Fill in the hole. But you don't have to shit on nobody or go against what somebody else said. Just fill in the holes. Make the history correct. Make it as accurate as possible." And I believe DeRoe mentioned that too. Make it accurate. And that's all we be trying to do here, is make it accurate. Because when me and my partner even started doing history of our own hood, let alone other hoods, we seen so many inconsistencies. Damn, somebody at the door. Hold on real quick. live. About to end this live. Yeah. What up? My bad. What up, y'all? What up, Randy? True. I agree. Look at Kitchen Crips founder behind camera, not want to get caught up. Yeah, man, But that was cool. Billy Jack showed up, but kind of took away from the interview. You want to see the guy's face, or at least his body movements, his posture, you know. But I'll take it how I can get it. We're just trying to get the history. To me, the history is most important and the accuracy. I'm tired. You see, I'm out of shape. Try not to breathe so hard. Damn, I feel like I've been having sex for like an hour straight or doing some burpees. I'm tired. Let me see. Not only is it glorified, it's seriously monetized. They getting a bag. Who is that, Hutch? I missed it. Kev is Figaro. I don't know nothing about Figaro. I see some things on Instagram, but I also see some figure gangsters. So I don't know, bro. That ain't no. It might be like some friendship shit, but that ain't no alliance. Kev, was there any of your homeboys that were outlawed or banned from your hood? Shit, I don't know. I don't know about that. 60s ain't clicked up with no bloods. Joe Mosley. But yeah, man, I never seen no shit like that. I see Instagram. I think those are personal friendships. Nah, Eric, I don't. I really don't. And that's really why I got to get to the land. I ain't trying to get to the land and do no interviews. I got to get to the land and make sure my shit still work. Raymond Washington Jr. is not a 60. If you go on Instagram and you look at that picture, you could go down to the bottom and read the comments to find out where he's from. Man. I mean, you know when you get older, you gotta realize, like if you ever hustled in the streets, you run across dudes from other hoods. You know what I mean? You need customers from other hoods. If you're in the industry, entertainment industry, you kind of need people from other hoods. So you develop friendships. When you're in jail and prison and you steady fighting, you're gonna develop friendships with rivals. You have a common enemy, whether that's 60s or Hoovers or East Coast or whoever. It's natural that you guys come together, you kick it. You know what I mean? You're not gonna be your hood cannot get along with no hood in a module, but you're gonna click up with some hood while you're in that module. You're not gonna stay no loner, you get smashed. So it's gonna be people that gravitate toward rivals just on the strength. That's just some natural shit. And then too, some families are large. So you have somebody like the homie Spoon and Trey K. Cousins, first cousins from opposite sides. You got some of my homies, the Moody's. They got females from Gangster and males from NHP and IFG. And so family, me, myself, I got a niece that was from Inglewood family and ran with NHPs. So that shit happens when you got a large family. You're going to have people from the other side. Or like Baby Crazo, for example. So you go hang out with your family, or as y'all say, your relatives or your cousins. Then you're going to meet people from other sides and you develop friendships sometime. When you low riding, same shit. You don't low ride with just your hood. You're going to low ride with allies and rivals. You feel me? You're going to be getting your car painted or rims and music, and you're going to fuck with some type of rival at some point. When you're getting your car cut, you getting your interior done. You getting your switches done. You're going to run across rivals, dog, because every hood ain't putting their own cars together. But nevertheless, I hope y'all enjoyed the video last night. I hope y'all enjoyed part 2 on Sunday. Hope y'all enjoy the cat series coming up. For those that's like real maniacs, I hope y'all enjoyed the Hiram Clark family video, which should be getting like 2 more parts to that. This was just scheduled. This is something we've been waiting on for months, and so I couldn't put this off. So nevertheless, good looking out for all the super chats. Appreciate it. Appreciate y'all for checking in. Be sure to bang that like button. If you didn't like the video from yesterday, be sure to go back and like it. Be sure to like the video on Sunday. Appreciate all y'all. You know what time it is. I'm out of here. I'm about to go check the comments on the last video. And I'll holler at y'all. Peace.